I'm here. I'm here. Hello. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm late. Hello. It's been a day. I've been editing all day, and I'll be honest, I'm feeling quite frazzled. And I didn't forget, but also I did not leave myself enough time to get properly set up today, so apologies for that. Yeah, I fucking hate editing. Because the thing about editing is, like, I mean, it's important, it's vital, and you need it to get anything halfway decent. But the thing about editing, like writing, I know how long it takes me to write 5,000 words. I can, I can be like, oh yeah, okay, that'll take me, I don't know, 7 to 8 hours to write out a 5,000 word first draft. I'm like, okay, great. Editing though, 5,000 words might take 2 hours just cruising through. Oh, yep, no, note here. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But it can also take like 10 hours, and it's impossible to know what's going to be cruising and what's going to be like roadblock where you've got to dial back and do fundamental rewrites of huge amounts, which is not like I've been quite lucky in this rewrite. There hasn't been any huge stuff, but the sort of the stop-start nature of it means that after a day of editing, I am a bit frazzled. Also means that I have not had time, or to be honest, headspace to array myself as a fancy lad. So we will still be fancy in the game, but I am not, alas. Uh, I'm just not in a fancy place at the moment. So you know, I hope you understand. And sorry, Maddie, for not being like, oh yeah, I'm on my way. I was getting lamps set up. Um, so we've had a few Kofis. Kofi from Haley. Hey all, I'm sending this one in a bit early because I'll be in surgery when the stream's happening. I've had a tough week between school and working due to a chronic illness diagnosis. The promise of a fancy stream VOD is a bright light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, well, I hope surgery went well, and I'm really sorry that you started the fancy stream VOD to me being like, editing. Kofi from Cytosign. Hi Jonny, you might enjoy this if you don't already know. Okay, all right, Bloodborne. Let's quieten down while I'm reading Cytosign's Kofi. Content note, medical. In the 80s, some scientists were studying fruit fly embryos and found a gene that, when mutated, causes the fly to look spiky. I did know this actually. They thought it would be funny to officially name the gene Sonic Hedgehog. Fast forward, and it turns out to be an extremely important gene for human development as well. So now every dry medical genetics textbook has to talk straight-facedly about the crucial Sonic Hedgehog signaling pathway. Sonic has conquered science as well as horror. That is, I did know that, but it is always a lovely fact to bring back. Oh, Maddie's good news. The wedding went lovely, and they managed to fit in a Rickroll. Maddie fit a Rickroll into their vows after some nice heartfelt stuff. And in completely different news, my mate's fourth book was picked up by HBO for a limited TV series, and it's not even out yet. Super excited for him. Yeah, that's really good news for that guy, and also good news for Maddie. Not so good news for Maddie's wedding guests, but you know what? It's not about them. Um, that is just good news is goods news all around. Um, for those asking, the editing is for second book, which is not a sequel to 13 Stories, but is the it is, It's... Ah, yeah, oh goodness, I'd forgotten. Oh my goodness, I had forgotten. It's fine. It's not a direct sequel to 13 Stories, but it is it's the second book, so you know, read into that what you will. I am not actually sure offhand how much I'm okay to say about it at the moment. I feel like I haven't signed an NDA, and it's just my book that I am writing. But at the same time, I don't think it's. I mean, there might be an NDA clause in my book contract. And also it's not been like the details of it haven't been officially announced yet. So I'm not talking open. Well, I haven't yet. I'm not talking openly about what it is. What? Sasha was asking if. Do you want to take the? Sorry. No. Okay. Sash would like to ask what he describes as a very stupid question.
Google tells me I can share this form with a link,
Right.
but when I post the link, people say they don't have permission to look at the form.
So.
I just want people to be able to fill in.
So it's a problem with Google Forms. Apparently, people are, even though Google says that people can fill it in just with the link, people following the link are being told they need permission. Oh, just been found. Sorted. Thanks for all your help, chat. Couldn't have done it without you. Right. Yes, 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 monsters. Oh no! Haha! Beastly thing. Vials! Yes, on we go. Where are these? Oh, there you are. Aha! Aha! Well, quite. Alright, maybe the threaded cane is fine. Actually, you know what? This is only the third stream. I'm not truncating my arc like that. Also, the whip part of it is still way too slow, and this stab is still very hard to get the distance on. So it's fine, but it is still the worst of the starting ones. I'll see every beast in old Yarnum in hell before I say different. Actually, that doesn't make any sense, because I, Jonny the player, am the one who's anti-threaded cane. Not, you know, Fanianus. He's the one... He took the cane, obviously, because of how fancy it is, so it doesn't make sense to say that bit in the fancy voice. Oh. Aha! Aha! Foolish birds! Is this a thing? What? Yes. What? Aha! Oh, wait, what? What? Okay. I feel I don't remember this route, but I feel like it is a secret route to something. Oh, something's coming. I can hear it padding. What is it? Oh, you're a big. Oh. I'm hearing some angry nonsense. Oh, here they come. Ha ha! Oh. Ha ha! Ha ha! Oh goodness. Okay, there's more of you than at first it might have appeared. And that's not the door. That's not the door. That's not... Okay. That wasn't the door, chat. That was not the door. F's indeed. Oh, game audio could go down a tad. I swear, last time game audio could be up a tad, this time game audio could be down a tad. Ugh. You'll need to decide which direction you like your tads. Chad is excited for the book. Good. I think I probably can say it should be coming out later this year. Hopefully in time for Halloween, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Whoop! Aha! 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 Oh! Aha! 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 I will say that those are very satisfying noises to make when you're wailing on something with a cane. Ha ha ha! Ha ha! On we go. Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Back, you beast! Ouch. Aha! Ha ha! I think that may be the extent of my fancy role playing at the moment. Just going ha 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 all constantly. I think that's okay. I think that's fine. Legally speaking, you can't stop me. I mean, you could just stop watching, but don't. You know. Yes, yes. Death to all birds. That's, I will say that is not the official position of this channel. But it is probably the official position of FNC Lad, given that he has almost certainly spent most of his life hunting pheasants. Oh! No, you don't! That's what? That's 2 down. Bing! No! Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes! Aha! Now there's just all those horrors from upstairs. Oh, you foolish cane. Okay. Another big lad. Bing! Stab. Ooh! Ooh, I don't like being able to see his red eyes under there. Whoa! There was another of your friends hiding behind you. Whoa! That guy decided to... It's fine. Everyone can relax. Sorry. Nolan North is... Yeah, Nolan North, who plays Nathan Drake, is narrating the audiobook, the novelization of the movie of the game Uncharted. So he voices the character, and he voices the novelization of the movie version of the character, but he does not voice the movie character. That is very funny. Right. Well, that was a lot of beastos. My least favorite gravy brand. Ah, beastos. That's a joke for the UK audience. Americans DNI. Unless, you know, No, they don't. Do they have? They probably don't have Bisto in America. It feels like an.
Gravy is something different.
Well, no, I think. Oh, a rifle spear. I don't think that's going to be fancy enough for us.
Australians are confused. I don't know
What?
why, but I really thought that Australians would have this though.
Sasha is confused that Australians don't have Bisto, which, I mean, Australia's weird. The thing is, like, America is just not actually like Britain. You know, you think you know what a biscuit is, you don't know what a biscuit is. And with Australia,
Like Australians, they often and New Zealanders, they often get it right.
yeah, the thing is, Australia and New Zealand is deceptive because you like, unlike America, at first you're like, oh, it's a bit more like Britain, but it's not. It is a bit more like Britain, but it's upside down. You know. So often the things you think will make sense don't, because you know.
Someone from South Africa says they have Bisto.
South Africa has Bisto. Yeah, no, okay.
I thought that South Africa would have been too hot for Bisto.
What? I mean, they eat hot things in hot countries.
Yeah, I know, but like,
I will agree that gravy feels like a very winter thing, winter autumn thing. Anyway, we've got the Charred Hunter's garb, which, predictably enough, is far too ragged to be properly fancy. Though I do like the cape. The gloves.
Canada's a bit of a wild card one. Like, I always
Canada is a wild card. You can never tell with Canada.
Australians often
Not as fancy.
Americans often don't do the
Oh, no, that's not the
Canada
right one.
can go either way.
Yeah. Yeah, Canada is a bit of a wild card. And Charred Hunter's trousers, I'm going to wager they're not fancier than Gascoigne's. But,
People are asking what is gravy.
they don't have a
And I don't know how
crease.
to answer that
They don't have a
question.
crease. They're asking what is gravy?
Yeah.
Beef juice. Well, meat juice. But like but like your standard is like a sort of it's you know, it's just kind of liquid meat, you know? So when you cook meat, you get all the dribblings,
Yeah, and then you put like corn flour in it.
and then you put a bit of corn flour in it to thicken it up. And you put some herbs in it, usually, to get a little bit of a herby thing. You can have onions in it. It's just a thickened stock. It's just a thickened stock.
It's like a thickened stock. It's a sauce, yeah.
Yeah, these days you generally get instant gravy, which is like granules or powder, which you add boiling water to, and it just makes the gravy. And interestingly, Bisto, which is the most popular gravy, they don't advertise this fact, but technically it's vegetarian. Technically it's vegan, actually, because it doesn't actually have any animal bits actually in it. But gravy is one of the few products where they will absolutely not advertise the vegetarian nature of their product. Oh, goodness. Oh, you're a big...
Fox Love Pound, who says why is American gravy
I don't actually know much about American gravy. I always assumed American gravy was like basically the same, but like maybe made a little bit different because they're not as good at salt as we are. But anyway, point is the tradition, the old, I don't know if they still do it, but there used to be like an advert for Bisto, the slogan of which was Bisto. The idea being like, you know, it's Sunday, you're around your grandparents, a big roast has been made, and you're smelling the gravy, and it's just like Bisto. So that was the core of my Bisto joke, in case anyone was wondering. But yes, is gravy something that is radically different in America, or I'd assumed it was basically the same thing, just, you know, slightly different. Apparently, yep. Apparently Canada does have Bisto because I Google Canadian instant gravy. That's the brand, but Jester has never seen it before. So I would guess that. So that makes me think that Bisto is an international brand. It's just that Britain is like the only country that has a sort of a cultural relationship with gravy in that sense. Anyway, I had a Kofi from Liz. Hi all, my good news is that my friend Kiara has been staying with me for the past week in preparation for her move to the city, and it's been absolutely lovely. She already has made friends with the entire D&D community here, and it's been a joy to see her fit in so well. That's really wonderful to hear. I know that like moving to a new city can be a really daunting prospect, but it's really nice to hear that it's going so well. So let's see. Oh, okay. Alright. If you're gonna be a dickhead about it. Oh wait, hang on. Didn't someone say that what's his face, the hunter I murdered, his stuff would be up here? Oh, but they also said don't die before then, and I have died since then, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll find out if there's anything left or if I've lost it forever. To be fair, Jura was very much not fancy, so I don't think we'll have lost anything important. Oh no, I can't wear a matted grubby fur cloak. What a loss to FNC lad. Oh, no, here it is. Here it is. Oh, it's just the powder keg hunter badge. But again, I don't think that the powder kegs are going to have much for us in the way of fancy goodness. So, you know, not the loss it might have. Not, so, yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine, is the point. Ha ha! Oh! Ha ha! I remember this bit. There's a lot of beastos. And also a lot of chances to fall all the way, all the fuck down to my death. So, let's be careful. 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 Careful, Fanny Arnus. Careful. Remember what Nanny always used to say? Don't fall from high rafters in a church. She was right. You know? She was right. Let's see. Yes, there we are. Lovely. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good at all. The Molotov cocktail. Lovely. Lovely. Alright, let's see if we can make that jump. Oh. Hey, yes. These are indeed the skills that pay the bills. Well, actually, a legacy of colonialism and the oppression of the working class pays the bills, but these skills certainly help. Right. Where next is the question. I very much hope it's not simply down into that mass of horrible beasts, but very much does appear to be down into that mass of horrible beasts. Right. Well, okay. So, what we're probably going to do is and then we run, you see? Then we run away. We run up here, safe in the knowledge that all sorts of horrible nonsense will be following us, but we're going to have a chance to face it at our own pace. Come on. Oh, no? Well, that's just rude. I say. Dreadful business. Anything in here? Oh, yes, hello. Yes, yes, yes. Screech, screech, screech. Well, yes. Oh! What are you throwing things at? You know who you're throwing things at? Fanny Arnus, Nigel Constantine Ladd. 4th Earl of somewhere, probably. Somewhere is the estate, and probably is the county. Here we go. Lovely. 2 down. Probably not that many to go. How many beasts can there be in this abominable church? Well, enough that I should probably get out an antidote. Just in case. Right. Oh, what was that? Oh no, it's just the grass. You know, that church grass that's always about. Ha! 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 Ha ha! I will say for the threaded cane, it's very light and takes basically no effort to swing, which can be, in some circumstances, not unuseful. Oh, come on! Damn. Ouch! 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 Just trying to get another one. Aha! Yes, good. You know what? I don't even need this gun. What's going on down there? Oh. Aha! Whoop. Aha! 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 Oh! Oh goodness! Aha! Aha! Oh no! Okay, that's fine. Everyone, relax. Aha! Ah, yes, good. Oh, incidentally, Maddie alerted me recently that the PS1 remake of Bloodborne has recently been completed. So, depending on how I feel, I might. Yes, so what they've done is some Good Samaritans have taken, have remade the first, I think it's up to Father Gascoigne, the first few hours of Bloodborne as a PS1 game. So with like PS1 polygons, PS1 controls, and it looks charming. It looks absolutely delightful, and I may stream a bit of it at some point, depending on how I feel. But it looks utterly charming, and I just wanted to make sure chat knows I am aware of it. And yes. Right, now we'll go down this way, see if there's anything to be collected. Down we go. Yeah, there we are. Delicious cold blood dew. Refreshing. After a long day's hunting. Oh goodness. Look at that horrible monster. Boy, am I glad that it's dead. God, I'd hate to think what it would be like to fight something like that. Ah, ritual blood. Stop, don't sit down. The ritual blood is used in Chalice Dungeon rituals. I don't think we didn't really do. We didn't. I'll be honest. even in my personal playthroughs, I've never fucked around much with Chalice dungeons. It's just not, hasn't felt, I don't know, just doesn't feel as good as the main game, to my mind. But that's just me. Oh, you're still alive. Very rude for that bird to still be alive, after I explicitly killed it. Right. Lots of blood vials. Delicious. And let's open up one of those shortcuts we're always hearing about. Goodness, but he's spindly. Look at him, like a weird spider. Oh. And... Ow, 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 ow. There's so many knobbles on the edge. And he just slides down like it's nothing. Right. On we go. Goodness, I hope nothing comes out of that fog. Oh, turns out nothing came out of that fog. Or did I just need to give it time? I just needed to give it time! Just gonna heal, because I'm realizing I have 10,000 blood echoes, and I'd rather not lose all of them. Where are you? Oh, you! Come back here, you thing! Give me your treasure! Yes. Delicious treasure. Right. Now, of course, here comes the problem areas. Specifically the problem area of... Stop sitting down! The specific problem area in this case being... two wolves. Okay, well that's one wolf down. Oh, here comes the other. Lock on Fanianus. Lock on to the wolf. Right. There we go. Oh. He won't stop sitting down. And I know that this is what happens when I press X and accidentally incline my controller in some direction, but I'll be honest, I'm not sure how I can't keep my controller fully balanced all the time, and I don't always know what angle it's at when I press the X button. Does not open from this side. Right, on we go. Just checking that. Aha! A few Kofis. Kofi from Brevin Pseudo Cities. Hi Johnny, Sasha, Mods and chat. Good news, my partner and I snagged tickets to see Nine Inch Nails this April, and friends will be going too. We're gonna be gay and trans at the Nindig, which is like a shindig, but Trent Reznor is there. Congrats on Book 2 progress. Godspeed. Thank you. Vila Katzen. So apparently Bisto stands for Browns, Seasons, and Thickens in one, which I don't.
That's backgrounds in Seasons Thickens 1.
Browns. Oh yeah, where's the I?
Why is Photoshop so
That would be Bastio.
impossible to use?
Kofi from Shiny Happy Goth.
I've started doing a weekly reading of 13 stories to a few friends, and I will be doing all the voices. It's great accent practice. Brackets plugging the book and audiobook in the process. One listener said they're definitely buying the book on the strength of the first chapter. Lovely. And by the way, the difference in how the last chapter is written between the book and audiobook are fascinating. Yes, it was a really interesting one to write. Because I wrote it because I knew it was for audio, but I also didn't know the exact because there were various things that had to change for the audiobook, and I didn't know all of those going in. Like I was told what the requirements were for the last chapter in audio terms after the initial book was written. So the rewrite was a very interesting one. Maybe debind the sit function to whatever action it is. I don't know how to debind the sit action. I can potentially. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. There we are. I could potentially change it to something that doesn't take so long. So let's... Nope, don't actually sit down. Switch. Actually, can I just remove it? And that's test. No, okay, there's no... I can't not have a thing, so I will have shake off cape, because that is a very quick one. Apparently the demake, according to Granowl, has cheat codes and you can pet the dogs now, which is lovely. To be fair, Lotus Flare does point out that Lord Ladd needs a short rest every 5 minutes, which, I mean, maybe it's tiring work. He keeps sitting down because he is so tired from editing his memoirs, probably. Okay. It was probably BSTO, and then people said Bisto. Brown's seasons thickens in one. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I mean, I'm not calling you a liar. You understand. History is calling you a liar. So, trying to put something. I'm trying to remember what there's something going on here, which is bad news. I'm trying to remember what it is. Yep. Yep.
How do I get textures on my InDesign project?
When you say textures, what do you mean?
Page to look like an old, soggy, grubby page.
You just need to put a picture as a background. There's no like thing that is specifically like, here's how you make your page. You just find a page texture, put it as the bottom layer, fill the page with it, and generally I lock it there so I don't accidentally keep moving it around. You can do that to automatically be on every page if you open up the little pages box, which lists all the pages. One at the top should say master page.
I don't want it to be on every page.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, there you are. That's what I was thinking about. Yes, in we go. That'll teach you to be having a bad time. To be fair, I don't know if the werewolves are having a bad time. They seem angry, but maybe they like that, you know? Some people do seem to quite like being angry, just as a recreational thing. But, okay, what's in here? Is it a monster? Yes, it's a monster! I mean, to be fair, with Bloodborne, what's in here, is it a monster, will always be answered. Yes, it is a monster. There we go. Anything in here worth taking? No. But a shortcut. Oh, and fire paper, lovely. Right. go. Think I'm probably going to return to the Hunter's Dream and spend some of my 14,000 echoes. If you are enjoying the Fancy Land run, please do drop us a Ko-fi or a subscription or cheer. Ko-fis are what let us do this because, weird as it sounds, this is a not insignificant part of our job. And everything you donate is split between us and the mods, and it really goes an awful long way to helping us, well, eat. So if you are enjoying this, even if you're watching this on the VOD or on YouTube, it is still very, very much appreciated if you drop us a Ko-fi. And if you can't afford to drop us a Ko-fi, there are plenty of other ways to support us. Following is good. Word of mouth, massive. Just, you know, you can follow us on all sorts of social media. Also, McGuffin and Company, who are mine and Sasha's games company, who we run this channel as part of it. If you go to McGuffinandCompany.com, you can also sign up to our newsletter, keep up with all of our news. And in fact, Sasha has just put up a really, really good thread on the McGuffin and Company Discord, not Discord, the McGuffin and Company Twitter, which is at McGuffin and Co, which kind of just gives you a whole load of ways that you can support indie creators you like, even if you don't have any money, which I'm aware a lot of people at the moment don't. It's me. I'm a lot of people. Stake Driver. Let's see, Stake Driver. That's not super fancy. It's a lot of good stuff here, but not much of it. Ooh, a repeating pistol. That might be a little bit fancy. But first, I need to. Have I already bought the? No. Where's that? Where's that Hunter's Mark thing? That. Did I already buy it? I don't think I already bought it. I thought I still needed to. Oh, no, I already bought the Hunter Chief emblem. Oh, great. Ha! Good for me. Guess I'm pretty good at this game. Who could have foreseen? Well, I'll get myself a lantern so that I can wear it. I think that it is acceptably fancy to have a little belt lantern. I think that's fancy enough. Is there any filigree on the lantern? Hard to say for certain. No, I think it's pretty plain, but it does mark me out. It does illuminate my watch chain, so I'm going to judge that illuminating somebody's watch chain is a fancy thing to happen. Let's see. I think it's just going to be Jura's old horrible clothes. But, yeah, Grey Wolf cap, gross. Ashen Hunter garb, gross. Ashen Hunter gloves, gross. Ashen Hunter trousers, super gross. So, yes, those are all gross. They are not fancy. We will not be wearing them. Fortified weapons. Okay, you're as fortified as I can get you with bloodstones. But my pistol, that can be more fortified. Repair weapons. Yes, I should probably repair them. Blood gem fortification. Is any of these better than my current? No. Oh, a little bit, yes. Okay, and this pistol. Yeah, I've only got the one. Lovely. Yes. Are you going to be creepy again, old man?
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If
Different
the
sort of
beasts
creepy,
loom
I suppose.
large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice,
Yes.
as every hunter before you has.
Right.
A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods,
Yes. Okay.
where hunters partake in communion.
Yeah. Very well. To be fair, I will say that if you're like, if your spirits are low, you're having a bit of trouble with Bloodborne, the advice
Welcome home, good
go
hunter.
to Old Yarnum and get the hunter's
What
get the
is it you
chalice
desire?
is not
Very
actually
well, let me.
going to fight the blood-starved beast might not actually be the cure for people struggling with Bloodborne that Gem thinks it is. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, what we got? Do I want to up my arcane? My arcane's not really doing anything, but blood tinge. I should probably just up my basics, to be honest. It's not cool. I know it's not hip to have a good basic vitality and endurance, but it is important. Okay.
Farewell, good hunter.
I know some of you think that just having a decent base health and endurance is cringe, but it's not. It's very important. Okay. Kofi from January. Hey, Jonny, mods/chat. Good news, got a job at the library. Bad news, my foot is having the worst flare-up ever. Could you give names to my pair of crutches? Of course I can. I will hereby name your left crutch Pepsi Min, and your right crutch Coca-Cola but bad. No, Coca-Cola is bad. I hereby name your right crutch Coca-Cola. No, Coca-Cola. No, like Coca-Cola but said weird. Like Coca. No. I'm at a bit of a loss, and I noticed I had a Diet Coke next to. Yeah, your second crutch is called Empty Glass of Diet Coke. Hope you're pleased with your names. Thank you for the Kofi. Kofi from Rogapan. Hi all, my good news is that my new skirt came in. It's like a warm, wearable, woolly blanket. I live in it now. That's wonderful. It makes me weirdly happy to hear people have nice clothes that are comfortable for them to wear. That's really nice. Kofi from Jay. Hi Jonny and Co. Question while we're on the topic. If the dollar amounts were the same, would it be better for you if someone gave a monthly recurring Ko-fi or a Patreon sub? Enjoying the fancy lad as always. If the dollar amounts were the same, Patreon is probably the preferred method, just because Patreon is it's a regular lump that like goes just into the business, and we no. Is
If it was a regular Coke, like
a monthly Ko-fi.
Yeah. Like better for you and me.
Yeah, so
It's better to give it.
it's a slightly weird one because the Patreon is better for MacGuffin and Company, and the Ko-fi is better for like us and the mods. Like we personally are likely to see fractionally more of a Ko-fi to the stream, but the Patreon, like we do get paid from the Patreon, but the Patreon is mainly there to make sure that all the running costs of the business work, which is super important. And like we are eternally like Patreon is. I mean, it's hard to say. Like they both have pros and cons.
No, they both have pros.
No, sorry, no, you're right. They both have different pros. But I instinctively I feel like Patreon is Patreon at the moment is somewhere that is a little bit feel bad for me, for the reason that we now have enough backed up content. Like we've been doing the Patreon for like 2-3 years now, and so there's enough stuff on there that we have started to get it's not exactly a problem. We have started to get the thing where people will sign up for a month, download all the stuff, and then delete their pledge, which is like that's fair enough. It's allowed. Like they're still giving us some money, but it feels bad. It feels bad because
It's like it's not
Yeah.
very much not the spirit.
But like it's like I don't super begrudge it, but at the same time it does feel a bit bad because it means every month
I
you
slightly
see.
begrudge it, obviously.
Yeah,
I
okay,
think
that's fair.
absolutely cheeky.
It's not. It feels bad for us because it means every month we see a lot of all these Patreon pledges have been deleted, and it's like, yeah, I know that all these Patreon pledges have also just signed up, but feels bad. So having patrons that sign up and stick around feels good, essentially. Um, but also getting Ko-fis feels good. So
I think, like the thing with Kofi is that we don't currently have the way to put like people to support us on a setting up a recurring donation that just goes out
I
via their
think.
account because we don't have Kofi Gold anymore.
Oh, do we not have Ko-fi Gold
No,
anymore?
someone gifted us a 6-month subscription, which was
Ah,
absolutely lovely, but it's gone now, and
yeah,
we didn't have enough recurring subscriptions that I thought it was worth
that's fair.
getting it again.
So, yeah, short answer is in terms it's also it sounds like it's also easier to support us in a recurring way currently through Patreon, but you know,
I mean, I think as well it depends on what because
yeah,
if you support on the Ko-fi, that's supporting the streams, right?
yeah.
So it means that we can keep streaming. It means that we can keep paying our mods. It means that we can keep paying the but Patreon, we have goals for our Patreon. So like,
Sorry, I just want to check with the mods. Can people hear what Sasha is saying right now? Because if not, I will probably give Sash the headset for a little bit while I murder some werewolves. Where's the? Oh, there you are. Ow! They can't hear you. Right.
cheers.
Hello there, chat. It's me, Sasha. Oh, and I get to hear the actual sounds of Bloodborne right now as well, which is exciting. Yeah, so the difference between Ko-fi and Patreon, really, is that with, let's say you give the equivalent of £3 a month to Ko-fi, or you sign up to our Patreon and you give the equivalent of £3 a month there, whichever it is. On Ko-fi, that money goes into the pot that supports the stream. So it means that we can continue to keep doing the streams. We can afford to pay the mods and we can afford to pay ourselves. So we'll be paying our mods more because there's a direct relationship between how many tips we get and how much we pay the mods. It all gets split evenly, and we offer a London living wage as a baseline, but anything above that gets split equally. And so we see more of that and the mods see more of that, and it means we can keep streaming. But with the Patreon, MacGuffin and Co, that's what like keeps MacGuffin and Co running. That was a good little kill. That was a good little monster. I like the way it comes out at you. And we have goals for the business that are linked to the Patreon. So our next goal is when we have 350 patrons, then we will get well, there's this thing that we want to do that we'll be talking about in a bit more detail once we've hammered down the actual details, because at the moment we're still talking to a lot of other indie RPG creators to see what would work best for them. But the idea is we will create a line, or like have a little line on our online shop that's like MacGuffin and Co loves, or MacGuffin and Co spotlight, or something like that. And what we will do is we will be showcasing small games from emerging, up and coming indie designers that we really love, that we think our audience will really like. And what that will probably look like is us fronting some cash or paying for a small print run for games that the creators might not be able to otherwise fund a print run without crowdfunding. So the idea is it just is one of the ways that like diversifies the funding streams for small indie RPG creators. And then what we'll do is we'll sell those in our shop, and then have a split, a profit split, essentially. And the reason that we'd like to do that is because it would be really good for other indie creators, I think. Especially now that a lot of people are trying to move away from being 100% reliant on crowdfunding. We would obviously never suggest that people only go with us, because nobody should be putting all their eggs in one basket, but especially not one basket that's not them, that's not theirs. But also, it means that we can afford to run our warehouse account, which is at the moment not very cost effective. It would turn our warehouse account into a slight profit rather than a slight loss, is the idea. So, yeah, did you just have a buddy? Did you just... Oh, nice. I didn't know you could do that. Cool. You can summon NPCs. I should give you the thing back. But yeah, so basically, if you aren't sure which one to do, like give a Ko-fi a month or subscribe to the Patreon, since you're here, you'll probably want to give a Ko-fi a month because you like to support the streams. But somebody who is like wants to see more of our tabletop games, or like wants to see stuff like that thing that I was just talking about, they might want to go for the Patreon. Anyway, I'm gonna give you back to Jonny. I hope that... Okay, I'm gonna stay. I hope that was helpful to you, and now I'm going to commentate as if I were watching a cricket match. I don't know the rules of cricket, just to warn you. Well, in this round, Jonny is up to bat against the Blood-Starved Beast. And the Blood-Starved Beast at the last overs was had a difficult time, seems to have lost some bloods, and is now very flappy. That'll help them catch the balls. Maybe they'll be able to get Jonny out. Oh, he seems to have done a wicket. Anyway, here you go.
Right, so hopefully that has all helped you. Kofi from Probs Not Hawkeye, howdy. Mostly lurking today as I'm having a bit of a brain time TM and feeling very tired, but this fanciest of streams is bringing a lot of joy. Thanks for all you, Sasha, and our beloved mods do. It really helps when my brain doesn't want to cooperate. That's lovely. Thank you. Chat very much enjoyed your commentary, Sash. Right, I don't think I'm going to bother summoning Alfred this for a few more times because I really need to just get a handle on fighting the old Bloodstarverus. Oh no. It's fine, everything's okay. Oh. On we go. And down. Down towards the fog. Thing is, I feel like the Blood-Starved Beast is really where I start to feel like this whole threaded cane malarkey is maybe ill-advised, because it just doesn't do a lot of damage. Come on, where are my echoes? There you are. Good. There we are. Damn it! Okay, alright, alright, alright. Nope. Oh, there we go. Damn it. Good. Ugh. Wish my visceral attacks were doing more, but... Oh! Oh, cripes! Don't stop eat. God, he eats so slowly. He's like, just a little bit, just a little bit of antidote. Don't want to overdo it. Just a small bit of, just nibbling on a tiny bit of antidote. Fuck off, Fanianus. Eat your fucking antidote quicker. Kofi from somebody. Kofi to celebrate Sasha taking the mic during a Jonny stream because it's been so long since that happened. And Kofi from somebody. Extra Kofi to celebrate that Sasha taking the mic was both very informative and extremely entertaining. Thank you for both the logistics and the murder cricket commentary. That's cool.
I really like talking about the business stuff.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where like I'm never sure how actually interesting it is to other people. Like, because it's one of those things that I think technically is really dull. It's very interesting to us because it is directly related to our business, but also I think some people do really find it interesting, and it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, but I think we can stand to talk about it more. Yeah, no, a lot of places it does feel like. Oh yeah, Sash was saying that for a lot of places it feels like this stuff is behind the curtain. And the thing is, I think, go away, you nonsense. And also, I think that for a lot of places, like beyond a certain scale, I think it becomes a lot harder, like just practically speaking, to talk about this stuff in any meaningful depth because things become so like spread out. But given it is just like the two of us, we know all the stuff, so we can actually talk about it in a way that I think is worth doing. Even if a lot of people are just like, oh, I'm just here to watch Jonny get killed by a horrible poisoned monster. Yeah, I think it is also important to talk about money in places like this because it is. Oh, you prick. This, of course, is where the fancy stream catches up with me, because I cannot wear any sort of armor because it's all too fancy. I die in basically no hits. Transvolcanic J, the transparency is also very appreciated. Well, thank you. But also, it's one of those things that, like, because this is a business that has grown up very organically, like, the streams were not part of our initial business plan. Like, that came about because lockdown meant that we were like, oh, maybe we'll just try some streams because we are going quite mad. And the streams have turned out to be really, really popular and a good, like, a surprisingly good little earner. But with the streams came the need for mods and the need for a way to pay the mods. And at that point, like, we couldn't afford to do it from the main company because that would mean that streams ended up we'd have folded initially because of the amount of streams that we were doing to start with. So it's ended up being two different revenue streams that offer different things but also interrelated. So it's all a bit of a It's all a bit messy, but
And like when I was becoming a creator or thinking of becoming a creator, I didn't understand how it worked.
yeah. And like
I
this,
didn't understand how it worked financially. I didn't understand how YouTube worked. I didn't
yeah.
understand any of the things that people were telling me.
No, there's not a lot of guidelines when it's like, hey, there's what you need is a clippy to be like, it looks like you're setting yourself as up as an indie RPG publisher. Would you like some help?
Yeah, I don't want to be someone.
Sasha's saying that he wants to be someone's clippy, which I don't know is a sentence that's ever been said before. Okay, I'm just going to take a moment to eat quicker, you stupid toff! Oh my god. Right. Ow. Yeah. Ouch. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's just... Maddie is suggesting FNC Lad has a fancy murder outfit that he knows no one will see so he can slum it a little in boss fights. And you know what that sounds to me like? That sounds to me like Maddie wants me to cheat. That's what it sounds like. To be fair, if I can't, what will happen is if I can't beat the Bloodstarved Beast this stream, I will spend some of the time off stream grinding and get my health up and get my defense up a bit, and then I'll do it next stream, which is not the ideal, but you know, it's better than compromising the fanciness of the stream. Yes, 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 I know that the werewolf is chasing me. Jester says he has a vacation outfit, which is just him switching out his jacket for a Hawaiian shirt, which feels a bit targeted, to be honest. Feels a little bit targeted at me, known occasional wearer of Hawaiian shirts. Goodness, I really thought that was a... Come on. Yes, good. Oh, damn it, it's not a... Oh! Good. No, you fool! Oh. Good. No, what are you doing, Thanianus? Put your hand inside of the beast! Good, like that. See, now, was that so hard? Yeah, and again. Ooh, 2 more, but he's about to be super poisonous, which I do not like at all, because it means I get poisoned just by standing nearby to him. That is, yep, there it goes. Go. Okay, just one more visceral. It's all about the timing. I just need to stay alive. Yes! There you go. Prey. Slaughtered. It's raining blood. Hallelujah, it's raining blood. It's kinda gross, but still it's blood. And I like that 'cause I'm a hunter. Oh yeah. That moment where you realise that you're not actually sure how It's Raining Men goes other than the bit where they literally say the words It's Raining Men. But that's fine. That's okay, actually. Thought there was a like an item around here I could pick up. Maybe it was just a lantern. Oh hell. Lovely. Lighting the lamp. Returning to the dream. Fanciness uncompromised.
Well done.
Jester says, I'm more thinking he's still in his full get-up, but instead of his vest over his fancy shirt, it's a Hawaiian shirt over a fancy shirt. That would be, I think, a very strong look for FNC Lad. I don't know how much it's doable within the Bloodborne engine, but you know what? Hope springs eternal. Let's just get some more of that delicious, delicious health. Kofi from Lady Marion's Ground. Kofi to celebrate being able to catch a live stream for the first time in ages and to cheer the interesting and informative money talk. I think we in chat are just very keen to support you guys and appreciate what you both do. PGCE is still going well too. Wonderful. Thank you for telling us, because that's lovely news. Right, so that was old Yarnum, which means back to the Cathedral Ward, and indeed another boss. An entirely different beheast. Although I didn't return the way I came, which actually means that I've missed a fella. But that's okay. I'm sure I'll see him soon enough. Ouch. Oh yes, I remember these fellows. Very rude indeed. I don't like them because they just ignore my cane. They don't even have the decency to go, ow, oof, ow. They just sort of stand there and then hit you. As I say, very rude indeed. Aha! Ouch! Do you know who I am? Aha! 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 Ha! Oh, yes. Aha! Aha! Oh. Yes, there you go. Ugh. What a weird neck those things have. Ooh. Right then. That was me showing my weird scarf to special emblem open to the main gate. Lovely. Just getting some goodies. Thick cold blood. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Oh yes, I remember you. Oh hey, what's going on? Oh no, a flamethrower! Oh, it's you to try and set me on fire! Oh! Some birds. Some birds? Where I personally don't want them to be want there to be birds? That seems very unlikely. Oh, yeah. Ha ha! Ha ha! Hoo! Ha ha! What are you? A poison knife, eh? That's a little bit fancy. What? What was that? Did someone say something? Oh. Hello?
Oh my, what a queer scent.
Thank you.
But
It's
I
Eau
take
de
it it's
Lord.
blood and beasts any day.
Actually, no, I've forgotten what I called.
Then,
Forgotten what I called FNC
I'll
Lads
opt
Obnoxious
your
Aftershave.
hunt, so if that's what you're here
Aftershave.
for, I'll
Was
leave
it
you to your
Lord?
own devices. If that doesn't do
Okay.
it, come back in the morning, darling.
Yeah. Okay, but were you the one? I'm pretty sure there's someone down here I meant to send to a church.
Oh, that
Yeah.
you know the
Oh,
second
yes.
night is long. Please.
Yes.
Oh,
Eden
thank
Chapel.
you, darling. Maybe I'll see you there.
Yes. I sure hope nothing horrible happens to you there.
You're not from around here, are you?
No.
Well,
I'm from
that's
somewhere
fine,
much
you
better,
can join
thank
me
you.
up. What a pathetic idea.
Okay, well, a bit rude, but okay.
What, you think I'm a beast?
Yes,
Maybe I think
beastly.
you're a beast. And step away from my castle. What, you think this? Well, I certainly don't, so be gone with you. I'll have nothing to do with your beast sons.
Okay.
What's this two-bit knock? I heard you told that wench about some shelter.
Yes.
Well, she's a damn fool to trust an outsider. Why? Well, her sort's probably just fixing to feed some of your coin.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. You think I'm an easy... What a phrase. Yeah, I knew you'd back. Yeah, an outsider you may be, but...
Okay. You know what? Okay. Okay. I was, because I know that it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, sorry. Too sharp for that bollocks. I know a superstition when I hear one.
Yes, well.
Outsiders.
Yes, well, have fun going somewhere else, and I'm sure it'll go very well for you. Ouch! Excuse you. I say, around every corner in this town is a vindication of my opinion of the working class. Oh, good, no, oh goodness, here's one of the working class now. Oh dear. Look at him. He's got some sort of tool used for manual labor. Terrifying. Ouch. This is what happens when you stop alienating the masses. Ouch! Hello?
We've the deepest gratitude for the church and all they do for us. Deepest,
Okay.
widest gratitude, yes.
Very well.
Yes.
Enjoy your gratitude. What about you? Hello?
Praise you. Praise the old damn church. And best of luck hunting. Best luck of all.
Okay. Oh, look, some more knives. Lovely. And it's okay. Don't worry. Hello? Oh! Oh, it's one of you. Yes, that's right. To be fair, in many ways, Bloodborne is about the alienation of the working class. in that throughout in the later part of it, the working class turns into aliens. Oh, what's found here? Thick cold blood. Lovely. Oh, it's one of those. Ugh. I hate those things. Trying to slurp up my brains. No, thank you. Up we go. Kofi from Ink of the Badger. Hey guys, here in my city, Ottawa, we have had a time these past 2 weeks. If you know, you know. Yeah, I know. But a lot of cool people I know have set up a mutual aid groups in response, and it feels nice knowing people are organising back. Also, I got my copy of Zero Void this week. Can't wait to play it. I can't wait for you to play it. I'm glad it's arrived. That's cool. If you too want a copy of Zero Void, check out MacGuffinandCompany.com, because we have a little web store where you can pick up a copy of our catastrophic space crime simulator, Zero Void. I feel like I've tried to sell you enough stuff this. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to learn marketing. Right, we're all trying to learn marketing, and the trouble is, marketing. Most marketing is all about just saying the same thing over and over again. You know, it's like, most people need to hear about something 7 times, or some number, before they act on the knowledge that it is available. And so marketing's all like, just keep saying, just keep selling, sell it all the time. And the part of me that feels like garbage trying to shill stuff, and hates that money is a thing that we have to constantly be desperately trying to make to survive. That part makes me go, I don't want to keep saying that, and I feel like people don't want to keep hearing it. So that's well, at least I've got that gate open. Anyway, so that's it's very much not your problem. But that is the dichotomy within me that clefts me in twain. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello, dear. You weren't lying. This is a safe place.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just don't die horribly later in the game, okay? That's all I ask. Aha, aha, aha. But anyway, yeah, point is, if you do like the idea of picking up a little zine that we worked on, you can find it at MacGuffinandCo.com. MacGuffinandCompany.com. It's all about being horrible, ruthless space criminals, and everything's gone wrong. Haha, yes. Oh, damn it! I swear, this game just does not want me to visceral attack anyone. Except for that pig, obviously. This game really wants you to visceral attack that pig. Ah, good, my blood echoes. There they are. What's up this ladder? Oh, we had a Kofi from Tosite as well, but apparently the mods were not able to read the message, so I'll have to check that later. Whoop. Ow. It's fine. What's down here? I feel like there's something here, but yes, there you are. Oh yes, it's a top hat for my little messenger buddies. That's nice, that's fancy. That's fancy. I quite like having a game where if something's good, I can be like, that's fancy. And if I don't like something, I can be like, oh, that's not fancy. Right. Oh, yes. Hello, Mr. Scythe. Ding! Ah! Ow! Alright. What are you? Thick cold blood. Lovely. Oh. Oh no! Ouch. I keep being like, God, they do a lot of damage. And then I'll remember, no, I just have no defense. One of these days I will find a fancy jacket. And on that day, oh, monsters beware. Dude vial. Ding. Oh. Damn it. Well, this is embarrassing. Yes, okay. Okay. Oh yeah, we got you got a gun. We get it. Ha ha! Oh. Nope, that did not work. Ouch! Really thought I'd killed him. Bloodstone shard. There's a dog around here. Hello. Oh. It's alright. Madman's knowledge. Don't mind if I do. Right. Ha! Oh! Ha! Oh! Ha! Yeah! Ouch! Aha! Good. Oof. Blood vials. Bit more madman's knowledge. All the madmen knowing things around here, you know? Makes you think. Madly. All those madmen asking the big questions like, what if evil soup? Is space angry? Mushrooms, eh? Shrug. All these questions are yours, and more, can be yours if you go mad, die, and then give me your skull. And now, of course, ooh, I've got to face the... Oh, I fucking hate this thing. I mean, I don't have to. I could actually just not. But I'm going to... I'm going to not. I am going to yes. God, I forgot how... Think. No! Yes! I had a vague memory that it was vulnerable to thrust damage, and thus I thrust. And I thrust thus, I thrust thusly, and thus thrusting, I triumphed. No. Oh, hello. Forgotten what this is. Oh, yes. I remember where we are. Antidote. Because I'm going to go down here because, you know, I can't actually go any further, so I might as well.
The password.
The password is Fannianus Nigel Constantine Ladd, Lord of somewhere probably. Let me in this instant, you beast. Yes, okay, goodbye. Sorry, just... Right, on we go. However, I might actually pop back to the old Hunter's Dream just to spend these blood echoes because I'm about to go and fight one of them bosses you're always hearing about.
What's that word for requirements?
What do you, sorry, what word for requirements?
I'm putting in, like, oh, what are the requirements for an Indiegogo image? Or, like, what are the
Parameters?
parameters thinking,
I couldn't tell you, I'm afraid. Is that... Oh, hello, Eileen! Come on, Eileen!
Hello there.
How are you?
Perfect timing. I must warn you not to go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the cathedral wall.
Erden Chapel, eh?
Henrik, an old hunter, has gone mad.
Gone mad, you say?
And he's
Ridiculous.
my mark.
Shh. Should I fight Henrik? Oh, I think Henrik has a fancy coat. I think Henrik has a fancy coat. Project Sloth Cafe is suggesting prerequisites.
requisites might be it.
Requisites, yeah.
Welcome home. What is it?
Right.
Very well. Let me.
Ah, probably might use a little bit of that cold blood. Just a touch of cold blood juice should probably be fine. Why can't I use it? Is it because I'm too close to the doll?
Farewell.
Yes, that's probably it.
Welcome home. What is it? Very well.
Yes,
Let
channel
me.
the old blood echoes. Ah, over 700 hit points. Lovely. I've only got
Farewell,
two.
good hunter.
I've only got two twin bloodstone shards, though, unfortunately, which means I can't. Not functioning at this time, eh? Well. Dimensions?
Yeah, I've got details and then I've got
Specifications.
oh, specs, thank you.
Specifications was the word that was lingering in the ether. Right. Let's go fight Henrik and claim my fancy coat. Down we go. Ow, 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 ow. Right. Hello? Hello? I heard someone's gotten too fancy for his own good. Is it you? Ouch. Ha ha! Ouch! Ouch. Ouch! Oh no! Who could have foreseen? Let's try that again. Don't worry, Eileen. I'm on my way. Right, round 2. Let's try this again. This time you'd better die. Otherwise I'll be quite put out. Goodness, this man has a lot of health. Ouch. Damn it. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, I think Eileen might have died. Well, that's a shame. Just have a... Oh dear. Well, that's well, you know what they say. Sometimes, some days you get the crow. Some days it's... Sorry, Eileen. Bye. Ah well. Ah well. You know what they say. You know the real trouble is. The problem with that fight. Did you notice the problem with that fight? Was that my weapon just wasn't doing enough damage. You know? Like, I hit him so many times, and yet it made so little so little of a dent. You know, it was just so hard to kill him in time before he took down Eileen. It's almost as though Eileen died because the threaded cane was garbage. But obviously the threaded cane is wonderful. That's the whole point of this run. I love the threaded cane. You love the threaded cane. But, you know, to anyone who wasn't as fancy as we are, it might look like the threaded cane's uselessness got Eileen killed. But obviously I'd never say anything like that.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me...
Just gonna up my skill so my threaded cane can do 2 more points of damage. Maybe that would have been the difference between Eileen living and dying. Maybe not. Kofi from Tzigi. Hi, Jonny et al. The somewhat unexpected feature which enhances my enjoyment of the Fancy Lad run is how I am indirectly learning all the stereotypes about higher classes as seen from a British perspective. Yes, my favourite pastime is acquiring more knowledge. To a certain degree. Like, I think, yeah, I mean, I do have very specific preconceptions about the British upper class. But I mean, that's only because they're all garbage and useless. And, you know, I'm just saying, sometimes you hear about the French Revolution and you're like, oh, shame it was only French. But anyway, time to have a look for a fancy coat. Oh, yes. So, okay, I'm going to need to... give me a second. I need to eat 2 brains. Well, I need to smash them in my hand and absorb their power. Crush the skull. Crush the skull. Drink the brain. Simple. Because I'll be honest, I don't think the cap, I'm just going to straight up say, Henrik Santa cap, not as fancy as a top hat. Will we ever come across a hat as fancy as a top hat? Unsure. Maybe. It's a long way to Canehurst. But first, let us stand in front of the mirror because it feels like the right place to do this. And then we will Henrik's Hunter garb. Oh, it's not as fancy as I'd hoped. Actually, it's a little bit grubbier than would be the ideal. There's a rope. There's a rope hanging from it. But it does have a silly little bit of string and quite an ornate buckle. That is quite an ornate buckle on the belt. But I don't know if it looks as fancy as the fucking foreign garb. So here's the foreign garb. Little cape, waistcoat, pocket. Here's Henrik's. It's not as fancy, is it? Shit! Shit! Let's try his gloves. Even his gloves aren't fancy. Look, they've got fucking leather strappy bits on. What is going on? I was convinced that Henrik had a bunch of really fancy. And his trousers, obviously his trousers aren't going to be... Oh, no, look at that. Look at those horrible leather things. Oh. You know what I did? Chat? I mistook yellow for gold and assumed it was fancy. I assumed he had a gold-coloured coat, so he must have been fancy. But no. It was yellow. He had a horrible yellow coat, and I'm still dressed in my shitty cape. Well, Herachu top 10 anime betrayals. Project Sloth Cafe cannot believe Eileen died for this. And Lotus Flare, Eileen died so you could have a disappointing moment at the Nordstrom rack. That is 100%. Well, no, Eileen died because the whole premise of this run is flawed. Because the premise of this run is the threaded cane doesn't suck. But, you know. But also, you know, she died so I could have a disappointing coat. Project Sloth, you know who had a fancy coat? Eileen. Oh, Eileen did not have a fancy coat. Actually, you know what? You're quite right. We should see what else Eileen died for, which was for me to get the Crow Hunter's badge. So let's see. Let's have a look. Let's have just a little look at Eileen's, because I don't think it's fancy, but we'll see. Let's beat mask. Crow feather trousers. Okay. Well, that's... Oh, criminy. 18,000. I don't know if I've got that many, that much. But, well, you know what? I'm going to eat all my blood. Gonna eat all my blood, and we're going to find out. No, actually. I'm going to come back after I've defeated Vicar Amelia and gotten her blood echoes. But
We're not gonna get Eileen back.
no, she's dead.
She's dead forever.
Yeah, she's dead forever. Like that's one of the points. If she dies during that particular fight, she's dead forever. And unfortunately, I couldn't keep her alive because, you know, my weapon just didn't do enough damage. But anyway, point is, Eileen's coat is a bunch of manky crow feathers, which, while characterful and I think it looks boss, is not fancy. And anyone who tells you that a coat made of manky crow feathers is fancy is probably trying to sell you a coat of manky crow feathers, and don't listen to them. Why am I wasting time fighting you? I just need to get to Eileen. Not Eileen, Vicar Amelia. Rude. Oh, goodness. I only had a small amount of torso armor. Yes, it's a real shame because the hunter for my first run, Vina Carver, we had quite the roller coaster ride with Eileen, and very much there was quite a lot of shipping, I would say, but unfortunately, Fanianus Nigel Constantine Ladd doesn't give a shit, because I'll be honest. A woman dressed in crow feathers with a northern accent is probably not high on FNC Ladd's list of priorities. Sorry to say, but it's the truth. Ouch. Oh, goodness. What about you? Oh, also forgot to get my gun out, which is always... There we are. Oh, for God's sake, Fanianus. There we are. For goodness sake, I swear... There's a lot of times I feel like I'm pressing the buttons to do a visceral attack. It feels like the game's not appreciating that. I don't know. You tell me whether or not you think that was a visceral attack. Oh, bollocks. It's these fuckers with their big fucking sticks. Down. Because if those things hit me, I start to go frenzy. And when I start to go frenzy, sometimes I explode. Because my blood gets too angry. Oh no! Shit! Frenzy! It's starting to build. Don't! No, stop that! Stop that! Stop that! No! My blood! Oh, my blood's going to explode! Keeps going up. Is it? Okay, it's going down again. It's going down. Oh, don't scare me like that, my blood. Ouch. In this game, Frenzy literally is your blood gets so angry that you pop. So this way is to Hemlock. Is to Bloodshot Eyeball. Is to what's it? Hemlock Lane. What's that little village? What's the village called? Not Yarnum, not Yarhagul, the other one. Ah well, we'll find it. Pumpkin Glasses says Vina Carver is out there somewhere getting ready to beat FNC's ass for killing his wife. Granowl, Ovina would definitely hate Fanny Arnus. Lotus Flare FNC, look, I've just had a disappointing code experience, so if you wouldn't mind getting out the way, I'm quite cross. If Vina Carver existed in the world, FNC Lad would never defeat her. His weapon just doesn't do enough damage. I mean, that's very true. Vina Carver would hit him, like, also... Oh, I must have forgotten to charge it. Also, and crucially, Vina Carver, FNC Lad, would have exactly no armor because he can't find a fancy coat, and so it would take one hit from Vina Carver's axe to absolutely murder him, or she would just slowly advance with her fucking buzzsaw on a stick and carve him into fancy chunks. But let's not think too much. Let's not think too much about Hunter's past. Sorry. Got you, you fucker. So there was a moth. Just one of those little horrible moths coming near my head. I just needed to dispatch it. Right! If you've enjoyed this stream, I'm going to do one round with Vicar Amelia. It's about time for us to finish, so I'm going to do one round with Vicar Amelia and then call it. If you've enjoyed the stream, please do drop us a Ko-fi, subscribe to the channel, cheer some bits. It all gets divided between us and the mods, and it all goes to support the streams, keep them going. Without donations, we can't really do the streams. So if you're watching this on VOD or YouTube and you like it, you can still... Oh, look, a human. Look, a normal person. A normal person doing a bit of a pray. I'll just say hi, and that'll be fine. We'll have just we'll have a nice, normal human interaction. Yep, it's fine. Sure hope she doesn't explode. Oh no, she exploded into a monster! Now the thing is, it's really easy to beat Vicar Amelia as long as you have a weapon that deals a decent amount of stagger damage. Here we go! Yep. Out of the way of that one. Ow! Oh, ooh. unfortunately I'm not around the front, so I can't make use of that. Ouch. No, I'm down. Ah well, we'll get her next time. Yes, no, Jester is pointing out that the fanciest outfits are at Canehurst Castle, which is true, and trust me, I am aware the fanciest outfits are at Canehurst Castle, and as soon as we are able to go to Canehurst Castle, we will be doing so. But that's unfortunately a ways away. But thank you so much all for joining me for this, unfortunately not as fancy as it might have been, Fancy Lad stream. I'm still having a good time, so we will be continuing this for a while. We are going to be raiding Finn, who is currently playing Outer Worlds. Jester is saying about going to Canehurst, gotta rob the rich to seem even richer, which very much the case. But yes, thank you very much for joining. Our raid phrase will be disappointing coat experience. So I mean, you could. I mean, well, okay. Look, if you want to say R.I.P. Eileen, you're welcome to. I cannot, in good conscience, make our raid phrase R.I.P. Eileen because this is the Fancy Lad stream. We want it to be fancy, and from a fanciness perspective, Eileen's death is not as important as the disappointing coat. I'm just telling her how it is. So you are welcome. Like, it is your call, what you choose to raid with. But thank you very much all for joining me. And as we say at the end of every stream, well, even if I didn't get a good coat, at least that smelly crow woman is gone. Bye!